Hi, this is Renato. Welcome to my channel. This video is to tell you, to explain you how did I learn the Hungarian language. And believe it or not, I didn't have a structure. I didn't have a plan. I didn't have guidance. I didn't have a teacher or a private instructor. Literally, I just did a combination of many small things, but consistently, which led me to learn the Hungarian language, actually in around 8 years. That's not good news, but bear with me. I'm gonna share the list of those things with you. And here is the first one. The first one is vocabulary. This is imperative. I learned every single day 2 or 3 words, and multiply how much is 2 or 3 words for a whole year, and you're gonna have, after 1 year, 2 years, you're gonna have a lot of words in your vocabulary. That's gonna help you a lot to speak the language. So that's number one, and that's the most important. One summer night I was skating all by myself, and I saw a skating gang. So I approached them, I asked them if I could join them, and most of them, actually all of them, they were Hungarians, they said yes. I joined them and I skated with them every Friday for maybe 5 or 6 years, and most of them didn't speak English or spoke very little English, so I was obliged to speak as much Hungarian as possible. That helped me a lot. I listened to Hungarian music, and that's contradictory because you don't understand anything, but try to find Hungarian music that you like, the sound, the rhythm, and you will see that you will pick up words from music too. I remember the very first song that stuck to my head. The name is Csillag vagy Fecske from Kispál és a Borz. In English, the name of the song is Star or Swallow. And yes, I remember translating this song to English. It didn't make any sense. But the thing is that when you translate, that helps you, getting familiarized with the language, and you start learning also with music. So from words, I went to sentences. Instead of learning, or along with learning 2 or 3 words per day, I try to learn 2 or 3 sentences per week, and that also helped me a lot. I practice the abecedary, saying it out loud many times, especially those letters which were difficult for me to pronounce. Remember I told you about the skating gang, the skating community I joined? Apart from that, which was only every Friday, I also looked for opportunities to speak to Hungarians in the Hungarian language, especially Hungarians who I knew didn't speak English, so I could only speak Hungarian with them. Walking in the streets, walking to work, walking to anywhere, I always read ads all over the place, so in the streets, and also I read the names of the stores, and not Zara or H&M or Reserved or Decathlon, not these ones, but all the very old Hungarian stores. Those have names in Hungarian. I also read the descriptions of the services on those stores. When I spoke to Hungarians, or when I heard Hungarians speaking, I always try to pay attention to words that they said many times. I wrote them down and then practiced them by myself. And I asked friends of mine which were the meanings of these words, or I looked them up in the dictionary. I read the newspapers every day when I was going in public transportations, in the underground, in the metro stations. They give out newspapers for free. And I grabbed those newspapers, and while I was going to work with the metro, I read those newspapers in the metro. Sometimes it was only 15 minutes, sometimes it was half an hour. And at the beginning, I didn't understand anything, like nothing at all. But that helped me in the long term. I also listened to the radio, to the Hungarian radio. Yes, at that time there was no Spotify. And I leave this one to the last because it's also very important, and I hope that you still hear. This is as important as the first one. I did not care about my pronunciation. I did not care about my grammar mistakes. I did not care about anything at all. I only cared about learning, little by little. But I only cared about consistently and everyday learning. No, I didn't focus on how many times people told me that I would not learn. I didn't focus on a Hungarian person who told me when I arrived to this country that the Hungarian language was invented by the devil when he was drunk. I didn't care about any times when Hungarians told me that this is the most difficult, one of the most difficult languages in the world. I just focused on learning. I didn't care about when will I learn. I didn't have any time limit or goals. I just thought one day I will learn this language. And that was all for this video. If you want to share your experience about how did you learn Hungarian, it would be fantastic if you can write that down in the comment section. See you in the next one.